Now, I would like to introduce my two friends, the valedictorian and salutatorian, Avion Grant and Aaliyah Garrett.
Y'all get to see me again. I'm sorry. But good evening, KIPP faculty, families, friends, and fellow graduates. My name is Avion Grant.
And I'm Aaliyah Garrett. Thank you. We are honored to stand before you today as valedictorian and
Salutatorian.
representing the class of 2026. It is a privilege to speak for a class that has accomplished so much, from showing up every day, pushing through exams, and advocating at the State House for our classmates and for those whose voices often go unheard, to balancing responsibilities both inside and outside of school, working jobs, and trying to figure out who we want to be after high school. All of those moments, big and small, brought us to this point. And now, after years of showing up, pushing through, and growing, we are finally here.
Not just at the end, but at the beginning. We've all taken different paths to get here, but somehow we grew through the same challenges. Remember freshman year? Y'all remember? When we first got through the doors of Legacy, schedules in hand, not knowing where any of our classes were? How could we forget when we went to Kings Island as an end of the year trip, which was a great and weird surprise? You think?
In sophomore year, many of us began to truly settle in. We started finding our people, learning how high school really works, and building the routines that shaped our everyday lives. I still remember those Fridays when we would play rock, paper, scissors, shoot, competing to collect the most bees. Please tell me I'm not the only one. I always lost my beads after the second round, but that's okay, because it became something that we all looked forward to. It turned ordinary Fridays into something fun, something competitive, and something that brought us together.
To 11th grade troubles. Ooh, 11th grade. Boy. A lot of us had trouble with our personal lives and grades, and overall struggled to maintain a level-headed mindset in and outside of school. Man. While 11th grade had its troubles, it also has upsides. Some of us found true passions and talents. Although the SAT stressed us out, we had an increase in scores. Some of us found our voices and dove into leadership. 11th grade was probably the life changer for many of us in this room today, graduates and attendees.
Oh, I was looking at that. I'm sorry. And then senior year arrived. Everything started to feel real in a different way. Between college applications, final deadlines, scholarships, and the constant struggle of trying not to fall into senioritis, we began realizing just how close we were to the end of this chapter. One of the most unforgettable parts of the senior year was our trip to New York. Walking through the city together, exploring places we didn't even expect to go, even beyond the itinerary. Thank you, Ms. Leeper. Thank you, Ms. Robertson. We experienced many things that many of us had never seen before, and it made the trip feel like more than just a school trip. It became a reminder of how much we've grown over these past 4 years, and a memory that many of us will carry long after graduation. And somewhere along the way, we didn't just grow individually. We grew as a class. We learned how to look past disagreements, misunderstandings, and the small moments of bickering that once felt so important. Over time, the same people we argue with became the same people we laugh with during long bus rides, competed with during school events, and made memories that will never, and made memories that will carry long after graduation. We learned how to give each other grace, how to push through difficult moments, and how to be there for one another, even when life outside of school became overwhelming. And that's what makes this moment more than just receiving a diploma. It's proof of resilience, growth, adaptability, and the bonds we built over these past 4 years.
One thing this journey has taught us more than anything is that time waits for nobody. High school felt like a quick breeze, and with a blink of an eye, now we're here. Moments away from receiving our diplomas. The journey has showed us that every opportunity, every moment, every decision matters more than we realize in the moment. So instead of not learning from mistakes, we made it imperative to stay on task and stay on top of what matters most. So as we step into this next chapter, we move with purpose. We stay focused on where we're going, not just where we've been. And through it all, we weren't alone. I personally want to thank my wonderful family, my wonderful girlfriend, KT, and my friends. And my friends that I couldn't have done it without Dazzlin, Prince, Stephen, and a plethora of others. Thank y'all for being here for me when it mattered the most. Thank you for believing in me and what I could accomplish. Thank you for all the funny, emotional, embarrassing, and overall fulfilling moments in my life. You guys are my everything, and I couldn't have done it without y'all.
And I would like to thank my mom, my dad, my auntie Christine, my grandparents, my sisters and brothers, my cousin, my boyfriend Tayshawn, my friends. Special shout out to Fago, Aaliyah, and Mayana. Thank you for your constant support, encouragement, patience, and belief in me throughout these past 4 years. There were moments where the pressure felt overwhelming. But your guidance and presence helped me continue pushing forward, and I will always be grateful for that. And we would also like to give a special thank you to the teachers and staff who
helped us shape our high school experience. Doctor.
I think that.
Staff like Dr. Sharp,
Uncle Pat,
Ms. Robertson,
both Mr. and Miss Miller,
Ms. House,
Mrs. Owens,
Ms. Harris,
Miss Bibbs,
and the Mr. Allens.
You forgot Mr. Torres.
And Mr. T too.
And Mr. Anderson.
On behalf of the class of 2026, we would also like to thank our teachers, our peers, our administrators, families, community partners, and Kid Forward. Thank you for not only just investing your time, energy, and care into our growth, not only just as students, but as people. Thank you for believing in our potential, holding us accountable, supporting us through difficult moments, and giving us opportunities to succeed both inside and outside of the classroom. None of us reached this moment alone, and we'll carry these lessons and support you've given us long after today.
As we close, we leave you with these words from Melissa Kruger. Whatever you do, wherever you go, I pray that you love Jesus with all your heart. Whatever you do, that is the right place to start.
Class of 2026, we made it through every challenge, every season, every change. Through every tragedy, every adversity, and every obstacle, we've shown perseverance and grit. That landed us here.
We are proud of how far we've come.
And even more excited for what's ahead. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2026.